Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back. We're back again on a Saturday evening, filling your face balls, 5 p.m. as per usual. You're back with Digi Pete and my good friend, the
Dr.
Doctor
Beard,
Beard.
let's go. He's going to give
Right,
us all.
I am going to try and get this comments sorted out, man. So, do you want to have a little chitty chat about uh, my
Yeah,
eyes?
I'm just trying to get the old convo up. I'm just trying to get the old chat up. It's just having a bit of a delay there, but I think I'm there. I'm there. My eyes, how you doing, Billy? Billy, what is your opinion right now on the how Warzone's doing? So, yeah, last week we went through some of the points of what they've updated, some of the new things in the game. Because obviously last week was the big sort of changeover when we went from season 1 to season 2 of Warzone. We talked about some of the metas, things like that, some of the changes. One thing I think I'll bring up briefly this week is the crazy power that the PPSH seems to have had. I think that might have been a mistake. I am not 100% on that, but let's face it, that is mad how powerful that gun is right now. I
Well,
used to run it before it was a meta, and you know, it it was a good gun then. But my God, I can't even. There's nothing that outguns it right now.
have,
You
have
know,
you have you actually used it in the what do you call it? Uh, the hip fire
oh
setup.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I did a video on it before it was meta, putting it up against the PP. Putting it up against the MP40, and yeah, that it was shredding then, and then I've done a rebuild of it since it's changed. I did run the original one I had with a three times scope. Sounds wrong, I know, but you don't use the three times. The three times just somehow assists in the shots. I don't know why. It's just maybe it's something in the game that's broken, but it did. But I've since changed the build, and I've got a build with a slate reflector on now, and still at hip fire. It doesn't have quite the same range it did, but it will shred anything at close range.
Yeah.
You know,
See, Billy's there saying he doesn't have an opinion. He's still banned.
it's
Um,
still banned. Oh,
yeah,
Billy.
poor sod. So I'm just gonna actually increase that slightly there, because we are actually getting chat. So that's good to see. Something works for once on the actual stream. Yeah. So when I seen it, I was like, I've got to have a go at that, and I set it up as as a gun to use. And when I first used it, I was like, oh my god, I can't use this. It was like it was nuts to use at first. It's like it's keeping you from doing what you normally would do, is just aim down sight at someone, bang, aim down. Do you know what I mean? Well, I mean, you should be shooting before you aim down sight anyway. So I think you could learn a good thing from using a hip fire gun. But yeah, like once I got used to it, I was like, this is nuts, man. It was phenomenal. Like you were just running and ripping people, and they just couldn't do anything about you. You were just on the go, on the move continuously. And you weren't slowed down either. You actually speeded up because you could put all the attachments on the gun to speed you up, which was fantastic.
Yeah, it was insane. It was insane. But yeah, I mean, so on top of that, I've not had as much time as I would have liked to get on Warzone this week. I've had a bit of a crazy, hectic schedule.
Well, to be
Um,
honest with you, I've not been on it that much because I've been what do you call it? I've been playing other games. Do you know what I mean? I've been dirty and been playing other games. So
yeah, yeah.
um, I've been playing Lost Ark, which it was a free game on Steam, and if that's not your type of game, then you're probably not going to enjoy it. Um, but I've been enjoying it. It's I wouldn't say an open world as such, but it's quite a large, expansive game. RPG role playing type game with like mages and stuff like that in it. But it's really good, free to play on Steam. So it's been out in Korea for quite some time, and I've been playing that in the build up to the new game that come out a couple of days ago. But we'll talk about that later. At the moment,
I'm
we're gonna
getting some
hash
audio
out
issues come
a
through
bit
there.
of COD because everybody loves a bit of COD, except Billy because he's banned. Jack shit gaming shouldn't have a shit name, should you? That's all I say. Poppy coming in. Good evening. How are you doing? We're back on our standard ground now in our own aboards. So I'm not hovering over Martin's shoulder. But yeah, so we're gonna cover a few things.
I'm getting some audio issues right now. I don't know if you can hear me, Peter.
I can hear you, yeah. So we'll quickly skim through the update that came out on February 24th, which was a couple of days ago. I think it was mainly there was a few bug issues that they needed to sort out, and obviously sort out the issue with the PPSH just annihilating everybody. But updated the contract distribution in Battle Royale to better favour bounties, which I think is pretty good because bounties are, especially in the Vanguard Royale, not really the Battle Royale because you can still buy UAVs and that. But in the Vanguard Royale, they're obviously quite pertinent considering you can't buy a UAV. You just need to pick it up wherever you can, or do contracts to find out where people are, and hopefully get the the advanced UAV in the meantime. Gulag loadout adjustments, remove the stun grenades, added gas grenades, medical syringes and thermites. Stun grenades shouldn't be in there anyway, especially on Vanguard Royale, because they were removed. And there is one fixed collision issue, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fixed an issue. One with even just an incorrect spelling and a space in Morse code subtitles. Oh, I think there was more important stuff to fix than some spelling mistake. But hey, who am I to tell them how to do their job? Says you can hear you. Coffee like a boss. Did you see myself blow up a gas canister? I haven't. Have you seen that? I've never seen that.
I'm sorry. I'm missing every other. I'm missing every other word.
What, off me? Hold on. I think Martin's got an issue with Discord at the moment.
I've seen it. It was a nice little clip. I don't know what she was thinking. Those where Poppy is. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can hear you. Go on. Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Martin.
Yeah. So the video was of Poppy. She picks up a gas canister. For some reason, was having a walk along with it in her hand, and then decides to light it. And hello. Right, I'll be back in just a moment. I'm gonna have to check this out. I'll be just a second.
Right, so obviously Martin's got a few sound issues there. I think it must be Discord or something. I don't know what's causing that, or possibly his internet. Yeah, I mean, it does have gash internet. But I'm going to have a look at Poppy's video because it sounds like she made a right hash of that. So we're going to have a look at that. Bit of lag, I think it's Martin's internet. What we will do is, what I want to move into really is the biggest news at the moment with Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been smashing out COD every year since about 2015, I think it is. 2005. So 2005.
Right, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. You alright? You sorted?
Yeah. Just let me know if it cuts out again. There's no reason why it should be.
You seem to be alright on my side. I mean, the video is a bit hazy, but you're alright. We're just going to go into Martin about how Call of Duty's released a title every year for the past couple of decades since 2005. But there's obviously the talk now, and Activision have confirmed it, that they are going to delay the 2023. So this is not obviously this year, which we expect to be Modern Warfare 2, but they're going to delay the 2023. And And I read something about J God as well. So J God mentioned something in one of his videos, and so obviously what we know is it's going to be Modern Warfare 2 this year. So 2022 game is going to be Modern Warfare 2. We are expecting Warzone 2 sometime in 2023. So they're probably delaying it because of the issues they've already had anyway. Vanguard didn't really have that good of a release. Warzone has hit a stumbling block since they've shifted from Verdansk across to Caldera. So they need to do something. They need to reinvigorate getting us back in, and not because they're losing numbers. You can't track that though. I've searched it.
That's it. I think I was recently I was reading something actually about it, and I think Vanguard has been doing quite poorly from what I've seen, which is surprising because I actually think it's one of the best Call of Duties they've brought in a while from a multiplayer perspective. Anyway, so I'm not sure which element of it is failing, or whether it's just a change in dynamics because Warzone is where the trend is. In the previous games, you would have multiplayer come out, and then the next game, and then it would have a multiplayer. You didn't really have Warzone to compete with.
Yeah,
maybe a Warzone still in the Thunder, but yeah.
Well,
I think it's an odd one.
It is an odd one. It is a change in the saying. It's got nothing to do with obviously Microsoft Xbox buying them up, which we couldn't say whether it has or not. Do you know what I mean? But they haven't actually bought them yet. That hasn't went through. We're not expecting that until probably sometime next year to finalise. But whether it's good or not, I don't know. Because Modern Warfare 2 comes out this year. How good that's going to be, I don't know. I thought Modern Warfare was not a bad attempt. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was accepted pretty well by the community.
I thought Modern Warfare was brilliant.
Yeah. So they've got a lot to like keep up with the new Modern Warfare 2. So we'll see how that pans out. But if Warzone 2 comes out early 2023, that's probably what the platform is going to be off, is Modern Warfare 2. So we're probably not going to see any integration of any new Call of Duty into the Warzone that we've got now. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know, because obviously integrations can be bad. Do we really want 4 Call of Duties integrated into the current Warzone with all the weapons and all the attachments, perks, everything like that?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to work. Why is my Google going off?
I have a reminder for Peter.
What of technical bugs and glitches today. Well, it's not one, it's another.
Yeah.
So yeah, but as you were just saying there about that, they did this back in 2005, I think it was, where they actually missed a year of Call of Duty, and I think it's a case that they're giving themselves time to get back to the drawing board, and it seems like how we all predicted actually there was going to be a game come out and then Warzone 2 come out sort of briefly after it, a bit like how we saw with Modern Warfare and Warzone. That's not going to happen now, but I think Warzone 2 is still set, or what they call Warzone 2 anyway. I think that's still set to fill that void. I think that's still going to be coming out during that time. I think that's still the plan.
Yeah, I think I'm just thinking about integrations and all that, and it's like I don't know what's best. I think I'm done. I'm done now. I'm still gonna play it. I mean, it's still such a huge game, but I'm done really with Caldera. I just think they've ruined it. I really do think they've ruined it. I don't think they're gonna be able to pull it back. I don't think whatever they do, it's gonna be the same. And it's such a shame because I think if Caldera came out originally, and that was what we knew, I think it would have been alright. But it's followed Verdansk, which was a big ask, and it's going to be an even bigger ask for Warzone 2, and we need to see what the mechanics and whatnot from Modern Warfare 2 are going to be like, and how it all integrates. And I think they need to look at how they've integrated these Call of Duties as well. So the Black Ops and the Vanguard, how they've integrated that, I don't think it works as well as what they were planning. I just don't.
Yeah.
It takes too long to integrate the weapons because the weapon balances are still off at the moment. They're trying to sort out in the standard BR game. Nobody uses the Vanguard guns because they're not as good as the Modern Warfare guns. Which, if you think about it in real life, that's true. But we're not in real life, are we? We're in a fantasy game that we all want to just run around and kill people from across the globe.
Yeah, see, I like, I still like the game. I still like the game a lot, and I actually I don't know. For all it's not as good as Verdansk, I like Caldera. Only because it's something else from Rebirth. I think Rebirth gets a bit much at times. I don't mind. Do you know what it is? It just you've got to play it a certain way. I've noticed you can't do what you used to do. You've got to play it such a different way now. And no two games are the same in it as well. You can have a really good game and then equally it can be just as bad. It really is so. The skill has almost been taken out of the game a little bit purely by the angles and openness of the level.
Yeah.
And what all people need now is a good long range AR. You know, and that's it. You know, but in terms of the Warzone, sorry, in terms of the what were we saying before? The Vanguard guns, up against the old guns.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll continue being a problem. It was just like when Cold War came out. Them guns didn't stack up against Modern Warfare. It took time for them to find that balance and get it right.
Yeah, but even then, they couldn't balance it, could they? You'd end up with.
It did eventually, because eventually the Cold War ones were better.
Yeah, but that's the issue. If they've got to be integrated, they need to be so you've got like metas on some, metas on others. That sound, Kim, is the likes are working, and I need to change it because it's very annoying. I don't like that sound. So that's something we'll look at for the future videos. The likes and shares that are coming in. Anyways, yeah. So it needs to be balanced across the board. You can't just have like the bringing it in and then your Black Ops ones are better than your Modern Warfare ones, because otherwise what's the point in having all the guns in the game? You may as well just get rid of your Modern Warfare ones and have your Black Ops ones. Same with the Vanguard ones. The Vanguard ones aren't as good as the rest of the weapons. They'll increase them, and my guess they'll end up being too powerful and they'll overtake the other ones, and then it's a backwards and forth. And I know it's difficult. I'm picking up on stuff where it's like it may be a bit harsh. Do you know what I mean? But I still think that they should look after the weapon balancing more when they're integrating them. But that's my opinion.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I hope they keep it separate. Personally, I like how they've got Vanguard Royale and they've got the other one. I kind of don't like using any of the old guns in Caldera. I think Caldera's a much better play, a much better game with just the Vanguard only guns. I think a few people have said that. So
yeah, I agree with that. I've said that.
That mode is on. That's what I'll play every time.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, straight on. What was I going to mention? But we are playing on Sunday, though, aren't we, Martin? But we're not going to be playing the standard game, are we? We're going to have a game of hide and seek.
Yeah, so that's. I was just going to touch upon that because Poppy mentioned it a moment ago. Hide and seek tournament tomorrow, which is an interesting new thing for us. I've never done it before. Have you?
I haven't. No, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be such a good laugh.
Anybody in the chat ever done it before? Anybody in the chat has done a hide and seek game? I think it'll be brilliant, mate. I think there'll be a lot of quiet time, but I still think there's some potential for some great content for any content creators who are getting involved with it. And I think it's going to be. It could be some fun. So, touching upon what the rules are for it, I do believe. We are allowed to use loadouts to get our perks and to get tacticals. We are allowed to. We have to then drop our guns. Gulag is not to be fought with weapons. if I'm honest, I don't see that happening. I think there's going to be people who miss them rules and do it anyway. But we'll
I
see.
think the issue with the rules there is it's been pretty sporadic. About there's
Yeah,
no
they should have just said, "Look, Gulag's Gulag. You fight Gulag however
yeah
you want, and it's the rest of the server." Yeah,
yeah
but you can't really police the Gulag, can you? If one of the hunters gets shot, or if one of the other people who's streaming gets shot, and they've got footage of that, they can get the team who's done it DQ'd because that's clearly in the rules.
yeah.
Nobody's to use weapons. You're not to kill each other. You're not to kill the hunters. You have to purely run and hide and keep out the way.
What see, I'd like to know what perks the hunters are going to be using and what they're allowed to use. Because are they going to be using what's that one where you can see people looking at you? Oh, I forgot the name of it. What is it? Man,
What's that? What?
not a perk where you can see people looking at you.
Oh yes, yeah. High alert.
High alert. Freaking hell, I couldn't remember the name of it. I want to know
Yeah.
if they're going to be using that because obviously that.
No, they're not. They're not.
Are
They're
they
not.
not? All
They're
right.
confirmed. They're confirmed. They're not using high alert. They're not going to be using UAVs. They're not going to be using
No heartbeat sensors.
sensors.
Yeah.
It's purely they're going to be looking for you. I did see that, so we can run it. I mean, I'm gonna choose. I am gonna choose Stims as my tactical.
Yes, I agree with Stims.
I'm gonna also choose to run double time. No, double time because I want to be able to run as fast as I can, and I will be using as well. On top of that, restock, I believe, I think would be my choice.
So yeah, so you can keep your
So,
Stims up.
so if my stims come in handy and I live, I can use them again and again.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I want to save my money because we are allowed buybacks.
Yes.
So the buybacks on the team. So rather than waste money on munitions boxes constantly, we run restock straight away.
Yeah.
We won't need ghost, so we can run, we can hide, we can stim, and we have some money in our back pocket for when one of us goes down, because you are allowed to buy back.
So if we win, Kim, it is £300 for the winning team. It's quads. So we would split that 4 ways of £75 each. So yeah, it's good. Poppy's
nice
just informed us that one of the team members.
I did hear. Yeah, I've got a fourth. I've got a fourth lined up. Who said yes? So, but obviously we were full by that point. So I need to know immediately if Luke's in or out.
Yeah.
Because we can't be waiting around. There was somebody who changed out one of their team yesterday, so it can be done. So we just need to make sure with Kirby that's still okay. So if you can do that, Poppy, that's cool. And we will. I've got the replacement. It's my man Flexi. I'll shout it out there because obviously Billy was my next in line, but Billy's banned. So
Billy's banned.
Billy's banned.
It's 3 games, £100 per game. Poppy said.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Big fan of this. I didn't know it was 3 games.
So at least we get a chance to.
Yeah, we all get a top. £25 each time. 3 goals, 3 wins in a row. Hell, would be mad if we got 3 wins, man, because we can never get a win with guns. We go in with just fists and we get 3 wins.
That would be mad. Absolutely mad.
Yeah. I didn't Poppy. Sorry, I didn't see any messages. You know me. I'm a busy man. When I'm not on the camera, I don't sit on my phone. I don't get to it very often, to be honest.
No, I've been absolutely. Just being on the go constantly all day.
Let's just say my front wall and next to the door is bare brick now. I've been chipping away. I've got a bit of a damp issue that I'm sorting, so I won't bore anyone with the deals though. Let's go Warzone.
Let's go Warzone. Right, so I don't think there's much else to talk about really.
I don't think there's many updates really as there's been since. I mean, I'll just to round off Warzone. Keep an eye out. I've got some video ideas coming. I'm not going to disclose what they are because other people rush out and do them before me. But there's some reviews on guns that are coming. I've got another one that's based around hardware performance. in comparison. So that'll be coming soon as well. So there's some videos for Dr. Big Gaming you'll be able to see on my page. So just throw that out there.
I'm just gonna, because that's covering my face. I'm gonna have to try and have a look at this chat box. Ah, there we go. I could do the. I'll do. There we go. Just modifying things on the chat box while we're busy here. So some videos. I think we spoke a little bit about it, didn't we? And we spoke a little bit about offline as well. Definitely something that we can look at. Obviously for our personal pages that we stream from, and also from the Bullets and Banter side as well, because we do need to get some content out there. We are across all the platforms. We do have these videos going out on YouTube.
The first 2 episodes are already on. Yeah,
first 2 episodes are on there, and hopefully shortly, once we can get head round this webpage, we could start getting stuff on the streaming podcast as well. Get them on there, so that'd be good. Right, I haven't got much to say really, Martin, about Call of Duty anymore. I mean, I've not played Vanguard in so long, because the vast majority of the guns anyway that I want to use are leveled up.
I will touch upon. I did play it just the other day, and I'm really itching to get on it again, maybe later today, because I went on it, and my God, I just was having so much fun. It was like playing it for the first time again. The mechanics are so good on that game. And, if you want the well gun, if anyone who wants the well gun, you do have to get 15 kills in 15 matches. Now, if you want to take a pop at that on Warzone, by all means, if you are one crack player, do it. But if not, the way to go is Vanguard. Hit Vanguard, get an SMG. It has to be an aim down sight shoot kill with an SMG 15 times in 15 separate matches, and you can get that well gun. The well gun is another video I'll be coming up about that hopefully very soon. But that well gun, I believe, could be potentially a next meta. It is nice. If it wasn't for the PPSH being broken, that would definitely be the gun, in my opinion.
I was just about to say, I've got a couple of guns that I do want to level up, so
yeah,
it might be something that I want to make me get back on the Vanguard and at least have a go of it. But I do like obviously that's all we had for a long time. Do you know what I mean? Until a couple of years ago when Warzone came out, was Call of Duty Online, and I loved it. I mean, I spent a lot of time, especially on the old games like the original Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2. Just honestly so much time spent on them. But now what I think we're going to talk about, Martin, is we're going to go into Elden Ring and we're going to tell everybody exactly what happens throughout the whole game, because Billy doesn't want any spoilers.
Billy wants the spoilers, right? Okay, so the ending, we'll start with the ending. I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about this game. I've heard of it, I've seen bits of it when it came out on launch day just a few days ago.
Honestly, it is the most anticipated game for quite some time.
It's exceptionally well reviewed from what I've seen so far. People are very immersed in it, and the graphics are unbelievable. There's
been a few issues with a couple of things. So I the day it came out, I streamed it, and I had a couple of issues. One, I'm trying to play more games with a keyboard and mouse. Now that game is not built for keyboard and mouse, and I realised that as I was playing it, and when I looked at the settings for using a controller, because it'll work on there, but like other games such as Lost Ark that I was playing previously, that is built for keyboard and mouse. It's not built for a controller, because you need to press a lot of the fighting is double buttons on a controller, so it's not built like that. Anyways, so for Elden Ring, it's more controller, and a lot of the games I've found out that, such as Dark Souls and that this is sort of like, and the developers from software make those type of games. Vast majority of them play it on a controller, but I couldn't get the controller to work on my PC. It was all connected, but it wouldn't work playing on that game. It was a pain in the backside. So I was going in, I was putting Steam into big size, I was changing the settings on that, forcing it to accept the controller. I was doing everything I could, and it just wouldn't work. I just had to finish a stream doing it with keyboard and mouse, and then I try to start off stream. Anyways, to fix it, unplug your keyboard and mouse,
Okay.
and then start the game up. Put your Steam into big screen, and use Steam with your controller. Start your game, and then you're fine. You can plug your keyboard and mouse back in, and you can run it then. But yeah, what a nightmare. It must have been, what, 20-30 minutes trying to get that sorted.
So a little tip there then for you.
Yeah,
No
do you know what I mean?
spoilers,
At least you
no
get something
spoilers.
positive from our chatter.
But he says he's going to be getting it on Monday. Right,
So,
well, plenty to tell you then before then.
I've already spoke to Billy with regards to where to buy it from, and if anybody else wishes to get it, the best place, as for most games, is CD Keys. That's where I bought it from. The price of the deluxe edition is cheaper than the standard edition on Steam. So if you want to get it for PC, that's the best place to get it. Not that you get much extra for the deluxe edition. You get an art book and some audio, which is the audio in the game anyway. So,
Yeah.
but it is available on
CD Keys is
consoles.
one of those just worth noting that any game you ever look for, check
Yeah.
it out first.
Yeah,
I mean, GTA, I think I saved 23 quid or something straight away.
yeah. I think it's only
On-
£6 or something on CD Keys, isn't it?
For the platinum one or sort of premium edition, I think, yeah, there was a standard edition for $12.99, and I got it for £6 the premium one.
Yeah.
So
So
always worth a check.
yeah, definitely worth a check. I forgot about it when I moved across from Xbox to PC. And it's something we need to look at. I need to remember to go back to when looking for future games. Not that I need any more at the moment. I'm absolutely stacked with games.
Yeah, pure hard drives can't take much more.
Oh, just random ones that I've been downloading. I've had to delete so many games just so I can keep getting, so I can get the games I actually want to play downloaded and get them going. Like GTA with the role playing, download that and get all that sorted. But yeah, it's just been absolutely nuts. Anyways, so Elden Ring it's a massive online RPG game. You've got there's 3 different characters you could start with. The one I've chosen uses a couple of swords. I think you can get sort of like a mage type one as well and a samurai type one. And when you start the game, there's not really any instructions on what you really need to do.
Is it one of them games where, like a quest? You do quests and various things like that. You say it was an online open world. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's an online open world. So people can put these little notes on the floor as well to tell you about stuff. So, but a lot of them, like, it's like, you need to jump off here, off the edge of a cliff. You don't, because if you do, you die. Do you know what I mean? And they can be sneaky like that. And I didn't realise what the word first. But yeah, it's people leaving notes on the ground.
The troll within wants to get on there.
Pardon?
The troll within.
Oh yes,
I want to
definitely.
get on there.
Definitely trolling them, and it's pretty funny actually because being able to like leave things for, and it's people that are coming behind you as well. So all these people that started that game before me and would have had a better idea of what they were doing because they played Dark Souls and games such as that. They would have had a better idea. But I was just running about reading all these freaking notes on the floor, thinking, what is all this about? But yeah, I finally figured out what it was. But there's no real. It doesn't really tell you what to do. You've just got to get on and just do it. But I'd say one of the things is what I have been saying is you just need to prepare to die because I've been dying so many times. And it's one of those ones where you get a save every now and again. And if you die, you go back. You can go back quite a distance.
The only problem I personally find with role playing games is they absolutely sap so many hours of your life.
Oh,
And I just wish I had that many hours of my life to give to the virtual world. That's why I struggle to get on the Grand Theft Auto or paid servers as much as I would like. But you know,
yeah. No, I would have warned if Billy had stayed in my stream. He said he would have warned me about the notes, but Billy didn't want any spoilers. So I'm not going to say too much about the game. But I have obviously been reading up on it. So it's based on the Dark Souls series, including Demon Souls and Bloodborne, which were open world before the term referred to the structure of that game, which came from games such as Grand Theft Auto and Assassin's Creed. What they're saying is though is a lot of the bosses, mutants or whatever that's in the game, the characters that you go and fight, have been ripped out of previous games as well, which they say still works, but that won't really affect me because I haven't played any of the previous games, so it's going to be something new to me, and possibly to a lot of other people that are playing it. And it's massive how big this game is. Just to throw one name out there, Stone Mountain was playing this.
Yeah.
So it's a highly anticipated game that people have been waiting coming out. The fighting on it it's not too difficult, but some of the opponents that you're fighting are quite hard to fight. Like you've got to just keep getting out the way of their attacks and just waiting for the right moment where they miss or that little pause and just try and get in. And honestly, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And some of them, if you watch the gameplay trailer, one of them is just this massive dragon, something out of Game of Thrones.
Well, that's what I was just going to ask about the dragon. That's all. I'm just thinking that mad-ass dragon that I saw. He looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do you get one of them? Do you get one, or is he just something you fight?
I don't think you get one. I think that's just something you can fight. I think you can.
I'm out. I'm not sold. Yeah, I want a dragon.
I'm not surprised dragons are in it, seeing as though it was co-wrote by George R.R. Martin,
Yeah.
aka the bloke who wrote Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't. It looked nigh on identical, didn't it? It was just missing Daenerys Targaryen sitting on the top.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I was just that's what I was saying. It must be that. Billy's coming in saying learn to parry the hits. I'm still trying to learn the game. I have done.
He's just trying to learn what controller he needs to use because he's still keyboard and mouse in it.
Honestly, it was just it's weird because a game like that, I thought it was huge on PC rather than console, and I thought it was going to be keyboard and mouse orientated. I would have been able to easily use. I tell you how weird it was, Martin. Right, spacebar was roll and F was jump. Right, it was set up like that, and it was so hard to get my head around it. Not jumping with the spacebar.
Spacebar's jump normally.
You won't get one that the dragons in the Saw games look like that as well, but not as good graphics. So there we go. You don't get a dragon, but they're across generation, across the games. But yeah, I mean, my first thinking about the game is at first I was like, what in the world is going on here? What am I doing? What am I meant to do? And to be honest with you, I'm still thinking what am I meant to do? But I've started progressing a little bit into the game. I've got to a point where I know I can find traders. I can start making my own stuff, and you can start upgrading your weapons. So I'm starting to slowly get through it. I'm seeing other people's gameplay who are much further on than me, and I've seen that they're bringing people into it as well. Because obviously you can play co-op and multiplayer and that on it as well. So. That's something I need to. It'd be good.
That's an appealing element to me because I'm not big on RPGs, never have been. I like to create my own kind of role player, so I like games where I can use a bit of my own imagination, but other than PvPs. But a lot of RPGs, I just don't get into them. But I love a game where I can have a proper co-op.
Yeah,
like with someone where we, have a same goal and we got to work what I love out like that. So if it has enough of that element, I'd be willing to try that game.
Well, it definitely does. It's because I was watching another streamer play it, and there was 4 of them running about, and they were in some sort of castle at the time, which I've not seen yet, and they're in the dungeons of that, killing things in the dungeons. But then they had this. It was like some sort of mechanism that was firing fire down the channels, and they had to time it to run down and get in out the way for the fire to blow, and then when it goes, get down the next part. So yeah, there's he says there's never been proper co-op in any of the games till this one.
There we go. So there's something new, and Billy, my man, the Jackshit Gaming, you need to get that game on and get it reviewed.
Yes, he does.
Sell it to us. Let me see this co-op, and I might just buy it.
Well, what he needs, well, if he's getting it on Monday, I'll try and see if I can get on it sometime next week, and get on, do a bit of co-op with him, so we can show a bit of that off as well.
Yeah.
So
Nice
that'll
one.
be good.
He's
But
way
that-
ahead of us.
that's-
There we go.
That's all I've been playing at the moment. Really looking forward to Sunday to get that hide and seek tournament on the go. That's
That's the biggie right now for me. I think I've got that tourney. I've got a weekly tourney on Thursdays as well, which is with Poppy and Mike, where we are basically just trying to up our game. We work well together. We're trying to up our game and see if we can start getting some real paid tourneys. That's kind of the plan. You know?
yeah.
So that's just keep an eye out for that. I've got some videos coming as well. A nice charity stream as well. I'll mention. Straight after this, pretty much at 6:30 this evening, I'll be playing Fortnite with my little 8-year-old son. So tune into that and say hello to him. He'll be absolutely over the knot if you can do that.
Yeah, definitely will be in on that. You know, we'll definitely support you. It'll be the first Souls game I played on PC. Well, he's mentioned the graphics on it. It is pretty beautiful. There's a huge tree. It's like a ghost tree in the middle. I don't know how you could describe it. It's like a tree of life. It's shiny up and gold and all that. It is pretty nice. It is something I'm going to start taking. I need to take some screenshots of my games and that, and I can use them as screensavers and put them out on Steam as well.
The graphics, yeah, they do look good. Shall.
So what are we looking at as upcoming? Actually, do you know what? Right, we've got. Is it next week? Let me just have a quick check. The week beginning March the 3rd, Iron Trials Rebirth Island.
Yeah, just touching back on Warzone there. I was when we read through the seasons and mid-season updates last week, it did just occur to me before Iron Trials Rebirth is on its way.
Yeah.
Anyone who's played Iron Trials before on Verdansk, because that's when it was last out, I believe. It's higher TTK. You get all of the really top weaponry on the ground as normal loot. You basically don't even need a loadout, you know. It's just one of them. So how that'll work on Rebirth, I don't know. We'll see. Do you think they'll put the Gulag back into it, or for that one, or do you think they'll keep it as a Rebirth?
I don't know, because I think because you're gonna have such good weapons there and then. I think a Gulag might ruin it. I think you need to be able to come back in pretty quick and be able to support your team, because otherwise you could get team wiped. Saying that though, if you got team wiped pretty quick and you had to start a Gulag to go, that might help. I don't know. Thinking about it, I don't know which way I'd want to go.
You never know. So keep an eye out for that. We'll update you. I'm sure you'll know before us anyway, because it comes out on Thursday. Is it the update?
Thursday the 3rd of March. There'll be an update for that. We've got it for so we've got it a week, 3rd of March. It's still in the following week on March the 10th, and then I think it comes out on March the 17th, which March the 17th is roughly around about the middle of the month, isn't it? It is, yeah, it's roughly about the middle of the month. So anywhere from them, would it be expecting a large mid-season update anyway? I say large, a decent size, and possibly coming with it, though we've not heard anything yet, a new Rebirth map, a new Rebirth Island.
That'll be interesting. I'll be looking forward to that one.
Yeah, so that's definitely something to keep an eye out on, and see what's happening with that. But yeah,
my tourney team will be so our tourneys, right? They're on Rebirth at the minute. We're gonna get so down and so tight on Rebirth, and then they're gonna rip that map from under us. Let's go. We're gonna keep my eyes peeled for that one. Botville coming back.
Billy, I might be back in mid-season, maybe.
Yeah,
you might be like your name then, Billy, on the game. You not played in ages, and onto a new map, you might just be jack shit.
Billy, you might just have to pick a new name. You might get defeated, do you mind?
Yeah, just make up a different account just for COD. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, so obviously we'll keep an eye out. We'll keep our ears to the ground. See what is coming up with regards to any new maps. Because that's going to be huge. Excuse me. That is going to be huge if it does come.
absolutely.
And the impact of what it's going to have is debatable because it is a small map, but I mean I think that's probably the biggest thing at the moment that's keeping numbers up on Warzone at the moment. I'd say because there's still is a drop.
It's still one of the biggest streamed games out there. Let's face it.
It is because it's hard to walk away from it completely. But
Yeah, it's too. It's probably more engaging content, in my opinion. If you when you're watching it,
yeah,
it's more.
I think it's a better watch than some other games.
Yeah, like that's the thing. RPG games, for example, as much as you might love playing them, they're not that entertaining to watch for the viewer unless they're really, really into seeing the game because they haven't got it.
Yeah,
I could be wrong there, but to me, just a slow walk through. Now, don't get me wrong, it's nice to do every now and then. It's nice to have a bit of a chill stream, especially if you've got a really great community. It gives you a brilliant opportunity to really spend a bit more time and focus on them and talk to them. So, absolutely spot on for doing a stream once in a while, in my opinion. But I think Warzone and other FPS games like that, PvP games, are definitely where the audience are pulled in.
yeah, no,
Hell, if I get good
I
enough,
agree.
if I get good enough interaction on Fortnite night, I might even do one myself.
Well, I mean, again, it is a first-person shooter. It's a lot of people do
Still
like
very
it.
popular. Still
Yeah,
very popular.
that Apex. I mean, they are the biggest ones at the moment. Apex, Fortnite, and
Apex.
Warzone. There is. It's actually quite surprising the amount of battle royales that are out there, and some of them are pretty good. I played a few of them. There's a few on
I
Steam.
do. Yeah,
On
I love
Steam.
battle royals.
But yeah.
You know what? That chicken one's still on there. Maybe we should do that this week. We'll stick a night.
Oh,
on
what, the one where you die, you turn into a chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. That's
I've
good.
got it.
I mean,
I've got it downloaded.
I've
Realm
got it.
Royale.
Yeah, Chicken Royale, isn't it, or something?
Realm Royale, isn't it?
No, Realm Royale. Yeah. We'll have to do it. We'll definitely do it. It is a good laugh. You're going to obviously produce better weapons in the little masons bit and that, and just getting your horse out to mush around the map. It's good.
Yeah.
We'll
No,
definitely do it.
we'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at that.
Nah, Fortnite is a third-person shooter. Sorry, I do apologise, Billy. I stand corrected. Fortnite is a third-person shooter, not an FPS, but it is it is a battle royale. We'll call it a battle royale instead of an FPS.
It's a PvP battle royale.
Yeah.
Argue with that one.
Put that one in your pipe and smoke it, Billy. Yeah. There's not a lot to talk about.
No, I think that's it. I think pretty much we've summed up. We've touched upon the games that we're going to touch upon. I think with some of the content we've done on GTA, we'll come back to that one once we've kind of getting a bit more time in on. I think a few more hours owed to it.
Well, there's one thing I'd like to pick up on that GTA RP, man, because I've played a little bit offline, and I managed to get my gun license. And I managed to buy a couple of guns. I thought I was actually going to get robbed rather than being able to buy guns. But yeah, I bought a couple. No idea how to shoot it. And the rounds are $300 a piece.
Wow.
For a 9mm round.
They make it difficult. They
definitely make it difficult to run about and shoot people or rob places. But that is something we again, it's just finding the time for that, because you need to be able to build yourself up in it, get yourself to a position where you can actually go around and
find Pedro and knock him out and nick his ammo.
Yeah, definitely.
Start a fight with the mafia.
Because a lot of people are gonna they're just going, I'm gonna go fishing in my Lamborghini Urus and like the 4x4s and that. I'm like, that how are you getting the money at the moment to get?
Hey, listen, the thing is, right, we actually have quite a little community of people who are absolutely willing and commit to going on that. I know of at least 3 or 4 people, and Billy's just mentioned there he wants to jump in on it
Yeah.
and get on it with us. So, to be fair, if we plan this, I've got another streamer actually who's been reaching out to me who wants to get on, who hasn't been on yet. We, 6, 7 people, that's
And
a good gang. That's a good gang.
Gandalf Gamer was messaging me as well.
Absolutely.
He's want to get in on it.
So
yeah,
if
I mean, we could.
if we get some characters and we just happen to meet, in the city whilst we're chilling, buying some sandwiches and so on, hell, anything could happen. A new business could blossom. We could take that city. We could take that city
By storm.
So
I think that's definitely something we should look at. Looking at arranging, and something else we were talking about arranging as well. Just as a little out there, it might happen, it might not happen. It totally depends on how the gameplay goes on Sunday. So if the gameplay goes well on Sunday, we think it as a mode hide and seek works, and then I think it's something we can maybe do as as not maybe a regular thing, but maybe we could touch on it every so often, maybe monthly, quarterly, or something like that, with our followers, possibly off here, and off our own streaming platforms that we've got ourselves as well. So that's something we're looking at. So we'll definitely put some announcements out there once we've had a chat and see how it runs.
I just want to mention, Billy, we don't call it a cult, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's not called a cult. It's just called Billy's Not Allowed In.
It's just called a gathering of people with similar interests who follow a leader and do things without questioning it. Okay?
Talk about hell let loose at some point.
Ain't no cults around here.
I agree, Billy. We definitely need to talk about hell let loose. I think there's a few in that sort of area enlisted that we need to talk about. Maybe need to get Martin in on them, because it wouldn't be wrong for him to get an understanding of what it's actually all about.
Yeah, man.
So that's especially, I mean, hell let loose you need to pay for. So that's something we need to look and see if we can get it cheaper. And enlisted is actually free, but you have to download its own game, such as when you download 5M. Download like that. But yeah, we are going to branch out into some games. It's just at the moment we need to get ourselves in a position where we can actually test them as well.
But I think this is where we'll start pulling guests in as well. So we'll keep an eye out. Very soon we're going to start getting guests in. The dynamics will change a little bit. We'll get the conversation flowing. Let's go. Adam, thank you so much. Love the look of the stream, guys. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, cheers, Greybeard. Appreciate it. So that is obviously... Sorry, go on, Martin.
No, I was just going to say, pretty much sum up. I think that's rounded off the topics for today, yeah?
So we'll put out some announcements. Anything that we've talked about today, saying that's possibly coming up in the future. Any future games, like follow ones that we might plan in, whether it's hide and seek or it's literally just we'll just have a game of Battle Royale and get followers in. We could bring our own. We'll get some more streamers in, so we could maybe get Poppy in, get Billy in, Greybeard, multiple streamers that we can use. We could get them in, and they can bring a community with them.
Bring their creativeness to the table.
Yeah, definitely. So that's something we can look at. We can maybe get arranged and make that as maybe. Well,
feel free though, if there's anything people want to see, do drop any one of us a message. Either one is fine, or the page itself directly will get the message. So you can do that. Just
as Billy's just said there. Do you know what I mean? If you've got any games that you want to see come up on the chat, the more you put on it, the more chance that we're going to think actually they've got a lot to talk about. We might bring them on as a to interview you on the actual stream. So put yourselves out there. Do you know what I mean?
We'll do a pre-screen with you, Billy. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Billy,
right?
And Poppy. Poppy definitely needs a pre-screen.
Yeah.
We'll
put a minute delay on for her. No, Right. Well, cool.
Yeah.
So that's some things to expect. I don't usually mix anything political with gaming channels, but I do just want to throw a little shout out to our sort of not so near but near neighbours, Ukraine. I do feel for them what's going on at the minute, and I just wanted to sort of like mention them and everyone to share a thought, for what they must be going through. I suppose as an ex-serviceman yourself, there, Peter, my man Digi, you probably.
I just think it's in this day and age, I think it's unacceptable. The position that they've been put in. I mean, I just don't.
That's it. That's it. I mean, I just thought I just want to. It's one of those things. It's important. It's an important thing in history what's happening right now because we don't want it going further. We thought these sort of times were behind us, and they're trying to make a comeback. So just everyone shed a thought, and it's not about sides and all that, but it is just about making sure that we can live in peace and do the right thing. And like I say, I don't like to see what they're going through at the minute.
No.
So
yeah, no. Big shout out to Ukraine. We hope it gets resolved shortly, and with minimal damage and fatalities. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's just see what as a world. Do you know what I mean? As a world, what we can do to help rectify and come up with a solution, rather than us going into
too late yet to
further.
just go back and sort of settle it. But it's out of our hands, I guess. We just have to hope the right things are done.
Yeah.
Anywho, so I don't know when you're next live, Digi, but I'll see y'all in half an hour on Dr. B Gaming's page for the charity stream. Come and see little Alex, say hello. It'll make his day. All donations tonight, any stars that are raised, will be going directly to Tree of Hope, which is a UK-based charity for autism. So, and as you know, Alex is on the spectrum himself. It was his idea to do his stream. Genuinely, he came to me, wanted to do it. So, and it's his choice of game as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play Fortnite. So come in and drop in a hello. If you can't donate anything, don't worry, because even coming in some airtime, dropping those likes, shares, all the free stuff is absolutely just as helpful. So it can push the page out further. If it gets more eyes on it, you never know, they might make a donation to the charity. So it can be win-win. So don't worry if you can't, don't feel obliged to, but obviously if you can, it'll be much appreciated. But yeah, if you can come in at 6:30 and see us, that would be great. And it'll make his little world.
Yep, I'll absolutely be in there. I know Alex, as you all know, we're good friends. I did the stream for Martins last week. Absolutely brilliant little boy. And just watching your likes come in on the page and seeing any comments, he'll be absolutely ecstatic and over the moon for that. And I'll definitely be there, and I'll definitely show some love and show some support and donate. Because I am in a position to be able to do that, and I hope everybody that is in that position will do it as well, and hopefully we can get a star party on the go as well and complete that, just to add that little bit extra into the pot for all the donations. But yeah, massive thanks to everybody that's come in with all the shares, all the comments, all the likes. We really do appreciate it. We hope you like the changes we've made. Martin's put a little bit of work in the background, as he always does off the stream, to try and build our streaming look, and we've actually managed to get the chat working, which is brilliant, because me personally, when I'm watching other people, I like to see myself popping up on there, knowing that people are seeing me interacting with people that I enjoy watching, so I hope you all like it too. Please, any thoughts that you do have, you don't just have to tell us on stream. You can message either me or Martin on our own pages at DigiPete or Dr. Beard, or on Bulletin Banter as well, and we'll put any updates out on the Facebook page with regards to any streams, upcoming streams, with regards to followers and interviewees on the channel, so look out for that. Anything else from you, Martin?
No, that's all. So I guess we'll see you and hear you, and next Saturday.
Yeah, definitely will. As you know, every Saturday at the moment, 5 p.m. If that changes, we'll let you know if we're going to go. Because I still haven't had a look properly, because this is only our third one. We don't know what the reach is at the moment. Obviously, we're trying to trying to grow ourselves. So
Grow
we'll
that up.
look at that. If we need to change the time, we'll give
Before
you.
anyone goes
advance
today,
notice.
just drop in that exclamation mark notify again. You know, just get the old followers up on the go, and then just make sure that you're notified every time we go live.
Yeah, I need to get the bot in to come and put all that in. We need to get that sorted, but slowly but surely we will be in a position where we are fully settled and happy. But yeah, appreciate everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers, Martin.
Bye.
Bye.